Welcome back. It is time now for us to enter into the Manipuraga chakra. The Manipuraga chakra is located in the navel region. In Sanskrit, Manipura means the city of jewels. This chakra is locked by worry and depression. It can be made to flower by clarity of thought and continuous positive thinking. This chakra is related to constant worrying. Let us analyze what worry is. Can anyone tell me what worry is? Swamiji, we get worried when we think of our business problems or our children or our health. What you are saying are the reasons for worry. I am not asking you the reasons for worry. I am asking you, what is worry? If I ask you the reasons for worry, this session will never end. Each of you will be ready with a long list. Swamiji, my business is down. Swamiji, I have no peace of mind at home. Swamiji, I have so many problems that you can't even imagine. I don't have children, that is my worry. Swamiji, my children are my worry. And so on and so forth. We all have so many worries all the time. And if we can't find any worries, we will start worrying about not having any worries. We start feeling insecure, and so we start thinking about what we can worry about. I tell you, it is a fact. Some elderly retired people come and tell me, Swamiji, we don't know what to do. Our children are married and settled in their own houses. They don't ask us for anything. We don't know what to do. There is nothing to think about. There is no point in living anymore, Swamiji. We want to die peacefully. They don't know what to do because they don't have any worries. They try their best to think of something that might keep their minds occupied, but there's nothing coming up to keep it occupied. And this is new to them because they have all along been occupied with some worry or the other, with some thought or the other. Before defining worry, I just want you to understand that whatever be our culture, our financial status, age, or anything else, we all have one thing in common, and that is worry. If I ask you why you worry, you will list out so many reasons. You always think that worry is caused by external matters. You always blame the world outside, the people around you, accusing them of causing worry in you. Just think, if the cause for worry was external, there should be at least one person who has beaten all these causes and is free from worries, isn't it? But is that the case? Anyone you meet has got some worry or the other, whether they are rich or poor, married or unmarried, with children or without children, working or having their own business. Everyone seems to have worries. This is because although we think that the cause for worry is external, actually the cause for worry lies deep within ourselves. This is the truth. This is the reason why everyone has some worry or the other all the time. So we come back to the same question. What is worry? If you look deep inside, you will find that worry is nothing but your response to an event. Whether a situation makes you worry or not depends entirely on how you choose to react to that situation. And worry has become a constant inner chatter within you all the time, causing uneasiness in you. For example, suppose your friend gets a new job and comes and tells you about the perks and benefits of the new job. And he talks enthusiastically to you about it. How will you react? Unconsciously, you will be chattering inside yourself. You will start thinking, oh, he's got a new job. He's enjoying so many benefits. What about me? What will my wife say if she hears these perks and benefits? Better not allow this guy to meet my wife, else I will get into trouble. Should I start looking for another job? What if I don't get it? Nothing ever works out for me anyway. This is worry. Worry is what happens when you constantly check yourself against external frames of reference and chatter within yourself about it. And over time, this sets in as your mental makeup. Am I doing as well as the neighbors? How can I impress my boss? What will my children think? All the time, we need to get approval from others, whether it is family or work or society. This is a major portion of our worry. Our whole life is nothing but a process of collecting certificates from others. If others don't keep giving you certificates, good husband, good employee, good neighbor, then we worry that our life has become worthless. We form our personality only from others' certificates. We have all stopped trusting ourselves. That is the problem. As a child, each of us is strongly centered in our own being. Have you ever seen any child worrying about what people will think of him? No. A child is such a treat to watch. He has no worries and he is total in whatever he does because he is not worried about what others will say about him. As we grow up, society plays this idea constantly upon our minds. Society teaches us to evaluate ourselves by the ideas and opinions of others. Parents, teachers, friends, even strangers. Society makes us dependent on external support, certificates from others for each of our actions and words. This is why we are all the time worried about what others will say about us. Also, when you worry about something, you feel you have a definite point of reference against which you can measure yourself, against which you can function. That is why worrying gives a direction to your life. Without worry, you feel as if your being has no axis about which to move. This is why we are actually secretly in love with our worries. Let me tell you a small story. 3 men were sitting abandoned on an island. They did not know for how many years they had been there. Suddenly they found a bottle and they picked it up. They rubbed their hands over it and a genie appeared before them. They were shocked. The genie told them, "Thank you for freeing me from this bottle. Each of you may ask for a wish and I will grant it for you." They were very excited and they thought for a while. The first man said, "I want to marry my girlfriend and live happily." The genie said, "All right, your wish will come true." The first man disappeared from the island and the genie looked at the second man. The second man said, "I want to become a wealthy businessman." The genie said, "All right, your wish will be granted." The second man disappeared and the genie asked the third man what he wanted. The third man said, "I'm going to miss my 2 friends who have been with me all these years. I want to be with them." The genie said, "All right," and it disappeared, leaving the 3 men just as they were on the abandoned island. We are all so fond of our worries. We claim that they give us misery, but we are so attached to them. You will not be ready to believe if I tell you that you love your worries, but it is a fact. People come to me and say, "My business is going from bad to worse, Swamiji. Last month I suffered heavy losses and next month I know it's going to be even worse."